Hello, and welcome back. The last time, we finished off the vast majority of the Black Blades. There's one member left we did not find, but otherwise we finished them off, right? And in addition to that, we awakened the Fire Crystal, and now we're trying to figure out how we're going to get into Eternia, because there's really tall mountains around the outside, and we cannot just sail up to them.
I haven't seen you lot in a while. I heard about your exploits, though. Zat's told me all about it. He and his mates stop by for a drink when they're around. Stop by later, okay? I'll give you a special treat. Ah, there you are. I can't give you any liquor, but you can help yourself to anything else on the menu.
Are you sure? That's very generous of you.
Make yourselves at home. I've taken a shine to you all.
I'll have the braised shanks and spicy seafood steak.
Fluffy cheese omelet, please. Oh, and a palatial parfait deluxe.
Sautéed wild pheasant and the slow-cooked country-style stew.
Sweet herb and nut porridge, and some jam-slathered toast.
Sure thing. Hang on a second.
What was that?
We've been having that a lot lately. Grandship might be finally coming apart.
Yikes! Oh, that was a big shake.
How long ago was Grandship built?
They say it's been 3,000 or 4,000 years. Basically a long time ago.
Wow. It's that old?
All right, it's all ready. Help yourself to seconds, of course. Here you go.
Let's eat! That was a feast and a half.
Is that all you're having, Agnes? You eat like a sparrow. I live by modest means at the temple, and I still get full very easily.
Say, proprietress, do you have any plans tonight? Shall we take a stroll on the deck and listen to the waves?
You must be desperate.
What's this guy on about?
There we go again. That sound gives me the shivers.
We're all used to it here. The whole town floats on the sea, after all. It's nothing out of the ordinary for it to creak and sway a bit.
There's Stats and Zats.
I'm stuffed. I couldn't eat another bite.
You ate too much, Tiz. I can't believe you put all that away. Do men always eat such volume?
Only when feasting.
Well, I guess so. I haven't pigged out that much in a while, though.
I see. Quite an appetite.
Oh, good of you to stop by.
Hi there.
Greetings! Ah, the Wind Vestal!
Rare to see you both here together. The usual death?
No, I'm good today. I'm glad we ran into you guys here.
Huh?
You'd best flee the ship soon.
Lee?
The whole place moved!
Medea! Agnes! Proprietress! Hold on to me as tight as you can. I'll support you.
I note that he called out the
I'm
women.
good, thanks.
Then you, Larry!
I can fly, fool! The ground shaking does nothing to me.
No need to be shy, girls.
This place is sinking, and it's going down quick.
They're in a panic up on deck.
What is happening?
Say, didn't Ring a Bell's journal say something about an engine room? Maybe this is it here? But it won't open.
I'll check the journal again. Nothing's changed.
There must be a clue around here somewhere. Let's all look.
What's this?
Found something?
What language is it written in? I can't read a word.
Same here. It's all gibberish to me.
Can you read it, Agnes? Wait, this is the ancient language of the Crystal Adventists. I can only make out a few words. Oh, wow! I'm impressed. Engine room door. Part of the ship. Requires orichalcum. Ship will rise.
Engine room door.
It must mean this door. I remembered something. Huh? Eggle! That orichalcum he picked up.
Yep. I wonder if he still has it.
I've been expecting you. Thank you so much for what you have done.
Oh, Commander Goodman. It's good to see you at home for a change.
I came as soon as I could when I heard the Wind Vestal was holding a banquet in my honor.
A banquet?
My wife is also most pleased. You can see she's all in a bustle getting things ready. I did wonder at seeing the names of Officers Steiner and Neuer on the invitation. How did you know the names of our shield-bearer officers, Vestal? I don't remember introducing you.
You didn't.
Hold on. You've lost me, I'm afraid.
Well, I received your letter saying that you'd like to hold a banquet at my residence.
I have no recollection of sending such a letter.
Is that so? Strange. I'm quite certain it was signed in your name.
Never mind that, everyone. The banquet shall be ready soon.
Well, I'd hate to put this food to waste. And Eleanor seems so happy.
Indeed. We would be delighted to join you.
Excellent. Please, this way.
I say, the Wind Vestal is much younger than I had imagined.
She may be young, but I hear she's quite capable. They say she's already saved our hides several times.
Yep.
Allow me to introduce everyone. These are my chiefs of operations. My closest advisors, you might say.
My name is Saranish Steiner. It is a great honor to walk in the light of your countenance, Lady Vestal.
I am Savish Neuer. I'm very glad to make your acquaintance, Lady Vestal.
Pleased to meet you both.
Well, now that formalities are out of the way, let's head to the table.
Daniel,
What is it?
I just opened a letter that arrived this morning.
A letter? There's no sender on the back. Let me see. Daniel Goodman, Shield-Bearer Commander, shall die this night.
What on earth? Is this some kind of sick joke? Who would send such a thing?
It came this morning. I think Nastasia, our servant, collected it.
I don't like this one bit.
Well, we veterans should be able to look after ourselves. We should enjoy the feast, Commander Goodman.
You are right. Are you okay, Eleanor?
Yes. I'll bring the food now.
Please accept my apologies for this disruption, everyone.
Not at all. That letter chilled my blood.
A death threat, it seems.
Ring a bell! Don't say such things!
That was Eleanor's voice!
This is an amusing thing when you've already seen it once.
What is wrong?
Something terrible has happened! It's Nastasia! She's dead!
Nastasia is dead. She was not breathing and had no pulse.
We believe a blow to the back of her head with a blunt object is what killed her. But we haven't found a weapon.
We've placed her body in bed for now.
I'm more concerned at the fact that the front door will not open. It seems to be sealed shut from the outside. We cannot get out!
Can't we just break a window?
I'm afraid not. This residence was formerly a stronghold. There aren't any windows on the first floor.
So that means we're trapped?
What on earth is going on? Who killed that servant?
I was preparing the food with Nastasia just before, right up until I opened that threatening letter. I noticed nothing amiss at that point.
Then it must have been you who killed her. Who else here would have had the chance?
Nonsense! Why would my wife ever do such a thing?
I have no idea. Perhaps she was the one who wrote that letter as well.
No! I would never harm a fly!
But you were the only one who could have been with the servant at the time she was killed.
Wait! The culprit will not be found through conjecture.
That said, the murderer must be among us. The front door has not been opened since we arrived, no? None have entered, and none have left. That leaves only us.
I would never accuse the Vestal. But how can we trust you other three? We know nothing about you.
That's just...
I'm sure I appear suspicious. After all, I have no memory and know not my own past.
There's no one who can attest to my background either.
Oh, for pity's sake! Why do you travel with companions of such dubious origin, Vestal?
They show up, and all of a sudden the servant dies. Isn't the timing a little convenient?
Enough. The Vestal and her companions have hardly had time to do such a thing since they arrived. And you well know how much they have aided the shield-bearers already. I won't stand to hear the Vestal and her allies insulted.
However, in that case, the finger of blame can point only to your good wife.
Wait! Allow me to take charge of this matter for now. I would ask that you all remain calm.
Alright. We have to run around and chat with everyone.
I trust you will ensure that we get out of this mess in one piece, Lady Vestal?
I'll do my best. Who do you think the culprit is, Officer Neuer?
The evidence all points to the wife, no? She presents herself well, and then goes and does these terrible things. Perhaps she resents Commander Goodman for not returning to his residence more often. Sending death threats
Completely
before
out of
following
character
through
for her.
takes a cold, calculating criminal. The thought makes my blood curdle. If this is true, I feel so sorry for poor for the commander. He has worked hard for his country. But if you want my honest opinion, I think another may be responsible.
Another person? Who?
This is for your ears only. I have heard disturbing rumors about Officer Steiner.
The Neuer's comments about Goodman leads one to assumed that she wishes that he had married her instead.
Disturbing rumors?
He has worked his way up the ranks, serving with merit in many battles since the war began. Promotion after promotion, and now he is Joint Chief of Operations. I believe he wants to take command of the shield bearers. If the war continues, Commander Goodman may very well die in battle, and Steiner may be next in line. However, then you came along and put his achievements to shame. The war seems nearly at an end. He must have panicked. His mind is always plotting strategy, both on and off the battlefield. He must have used your name to set up this banquet.
Then why did he kill the servant first?
That is what makes him so shrewd. He is ensuring no suspicion falls upon him.
Except
First
from
the
you.
servant. Then he picks us off one by one as we turn on one another. Horrifying.
Do you have any idea who the culprit is, Vestal?
Now, I personally
No,
know who the culprit
not
is,
yet.
but...
What are your thoughts?
The wife does appear to be the most likely suspect. However, I believe she has been framed.
Framed? What do you mean?
I'd have my eye on Officer Neuer if I were you. Something strikes me as odd about her behavior. She is obsessed with furthering her career. I doubt she'd hesitate to knock down anyone she saw as competition. Forgive me for saying this, but she'll stop at nothing to get her way. You should see the way she looks at Commander Goodman, batting those eyelashes at him. And she blatantly acts as if she's his wife in front of others.
That's because she wishes that she was.
Even though he has a splendid wife back at home, she uses any excuse she can find to keep him away from her. She's always holding strategy meetings and wanting to discuss enemy raids. As you can see, Commander Goodman is a sincere, earnest fellow, and the Civil War is drawing to a close. At this rate, she'll end up a mere officer, and Commander Goodman will go back to spending time with his wife. Perhaps she saw this banquet as her chance to make a move. That is what I think, anyway. Oh, and not a word to anyone about this. If she knew I had said these things, my life would be in danger. In any
don't
case,
think that's the
you
case.
should consider this, Lady Vestal.
I am sorry you were dragged into this, Wind Vestal. I hope you and your companions can forgive me.
No need to apologize. I think it is your wife who needs your support right now. Perhaps you could speak with her later?
Yes, you are right. Do you have any idea as to who the murderer might be?
Yes.
Not so far. Do you have any enemies, Commander Goodman?
Well, there are plenty of sword bearers out for my blood. But I'd like to think no ally holds a grudge against me. Officers Steiner and Neuer have been steadfast in their support throughout the war.
What do you know of Nastasia, the murdered servant?
Today was the first time I'd met her, actually. I've not been able to spend any time at home.
I see. Thank you for answering my questions.
I doubt that Commander Goodman is behind this, Agnes.
I feel it best that I speak with everyone, just in case.
Often, the least likely suspect turns out to be the culprit.
Even when death threats are made?
Especially when there are death threats. This whole affair has made no sense from the start. An invitation to a banquet sent in the name of Agnes, savior of the shield bearers. Of course, whoever is behind this invited their intended victims under the pretense of a banquet. If it was Commander Goodman, he could have conspired with his wife beforehand. They could have concocted these mysterious invitations and the death threat themselves.
If that's the case, then why kill the servant?
Killing the servant may have been a diversion before they killed their true target. Either Officer Steiner or Officer Neuer, the two who received invitations. Or both of them.
Wait, it's too early to jump to conclusions. I can't imagine why the commander would want to kill those two.
Yep.
Then maybe...
There's a whole lot of jumping to conclusions here.
How are you holding up, Eleanor?
I can't believe this is happening. With my husband home at last, and you here for a banquet. Please believe me. I have not killed a soul.
Yeah, I believe
How long
you.
had the servant girl been working at your residence?
Not long, in truth. I employed her when we took Aegelin.
Oh,
But
very
it has been a
little
blessing
time.
having her around.
You've had her for like
It was
a
good
week.
to have someone to talk to after Aegel left the house.
Did she mention anyone that may wish to cause her harm?
No, she was a good girl. I cannot fathom why she was killed.
Don't take it too hard.
I'll try not to. Oh, let me pour some tea.
Your attention, please. Until we identify the culprit, I believe it best that we all stay together. Eventually, the others will realize something is amiss. Once they do, they'll break us out of here. We just have to wait.
In the same room as a murderer? That simply will not do!
I agree! Officer Neuer and I were not mentioned in the death threat, but we certainly do not feel safe.
As long as we all stay in one place, the offender will not be able to take action. We all agree with the commander. Right, Agnes?
Indeed.
I must ask you to be patient, Officers Steiner and Neuer.
Yes, of course.
It seems we have no choice.
Are you all right, Officer Steiner?
Officer Steiner!
He's dead.
But how? What happened?
He was in agony. It must have been poison. He had just drank some tea, correct?
Poisoned? When?
The commander's wife poured tea for us all just now. The poison must have been in that!
What?
Officer Steiner was the only one to drink it. The rest of us had yet to take even a sip. That is all the evidence we need! It was you, you she-devil! You've shown your true colors!
Calm down, Officer Neuer.
Calm down! Commander, this woman just tried to kill you! Officer Steiner is dead! But it could have just as easily been you, the Wind Vestal, her companions, or me! Oh, perish the thought!
Good heavens, no! Me? Use poison?
Yeah, she doesn't have the
Don't try
self-maker
and tell us it
asterisk.
wasn't
We
you.
do.
Tie this woman up immediately!
Unfortunately, under these circumstances, I cannot see how anyone else could be responsible.
But, Daniel...
I am sorry, Eleanor. I shall have to confine you in the cellar until you can be cleared of any wrongdoing. Is this acceptable, Vestal?
Yes.
How has it come to this?
There must be some kind of mistake.
Mistake? Are you still on that woman's side? She has killed twice already!
You don't know that.
But what is her motive? Why would she kill the servant and Officer Steiner? And by means that could only point the finger at her.
Exactly.
We can find out what her reasons were later. At least she's now under lock and key. Now we just need to find a way out of here, and all shall be resolved. She must have been the one who jammed the front door as well. We should have questioned her.
We should go and have another look at the entranceway.
I'm not going anywhere. No way. I'm staying put until help comes.
Very well. I'll stay here with her.
At last, we can breathe a sigh of relief. Now we need only beat the trick to opening the door out of here. Never dreamed my own home would become the scene of such a thing.
What's this? Everything has gone dark!
Who extinguished the lights? Watch out! I have a bad feeling about this!
Commander Goodman! Get the lights on now!
I will. Just a moment.
The lights are back!
Look! Officer Neuer!
No way.
What's wrong? I heard a scream. Ah, Officer Neuer, stay with me.
That woman did...
Woman? Which woman? Officer Neuer!
Is she... dead?
Yes.
So, she was attacked in the brief time that the lights were out?
Could the woman Officer Neuer mentioned be your wife?
Impossible. She's confined to the cellar. She had no way of killing Officer Neuer.
Could there be a secret exit out of the cellar? You've not spent much time at home, Commander Goodman, so perhaps you were simply not aware of it. Your wife, Eleanor, could have constructed a hidden passage.
Never.
She may have started a murder spree. Now she's been found out as the killer.
That's pure conjecture.
Yep.
There's no proof yet that Eleanor had anything to do with this.
Yep.
Let's go and talk with her. That is our only path of action right now.
I'll stay here. I cannot bear to face her right now. Here's the key.
Oh, same thing.
Has something happened? I heard a yell from upstairs a while ago.
Have you been here the whole time?
Yes.
Let's look for a hidden passage.
A hidden passage? What are you talking about? I'm so confused.
Do you deny that you used a hidden passage to sneak upstairs and slay Officer Neuer?
I know nothing of any hidden passage.
I believe you are telling the truth, but that means we have a bigger problem. If you are innocent, then it must mean that Commander Goodman is the killer.
What? Daniel? A murderer?
Only because there is nobody else it could be.
The four of us have stayed together the whole time, so we cannot be responsible. The only other survivors here are you and your husband. Right before Neuer breathed her last, she indicated her killer was a woman. That makes you the only suspect.
But I can't see any way out of here.
There must be. Otherwise, who could be the culprit? There are no other women here. Except...
What is it?
Wait. How could we be so stupid? We have made a fatal error. We must return to Commander Goodman at once.
He got it.
You're mine, shield bearer. The meddling wind vessel and her companions are next for the knife. So let me make good on that threat.
Commander Goodman, watch out! You saved me.
I don't believe it. Isn't that the servant, Nastasia? But she was the first to die.
I confirmed it myself. She had no pulse.
But she was the only woman in the house other than Eleanor and Officer Neuer. It seems we have been fooled by an elaborate ruse.
Who on earth are you? Reveal yourself!
It has taken all my training to keep up my death ruse this moment. Now you and your companions have unmasked me.
Where is the real Nastasia?
Who knows? Perhaps she's melting away in the lava pits of Mount Karka by now. Really, your guess is as good as mine.
You fiend!
I was but a hair's breadth away from terminating my target, and then the wind vessel of all people has to show up. I certainly did not expect your arrival, I must admit, but that simply means I will add you and your followers to the list of victims to fall prey to my blade. Just as the fire vessel did at the Temple of Fire 3 years ago.
You were the one who took the fire vessel's life?
Yep.
Then you are a member of the Black Blades?
Yep.
That is correct. I am Konoe Kikyo, professional killer and leader of the Black Blades covert forces.
She's gone quiet. I've seen this woman near this residence before.
Yep.
She was just my type, so, I mean, she looked suspicious, so I chased after her, but she gave me a swift rebuff.
What? You mean this is the girl you were chasing after that time?
Yep. All the way back at the start of this.
Here she comes!
$60,000 HP. She can't do anything this turn, which is why I'm doing what I am. Yeah, we'll just do this. Remedy stolen. You have water in right now. can still act this turn, so for right now, I'm going to defend. Really? Okay, fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack. I saw that one coming, which is why I didn't like it.
Enough!
Hey! Everyone got experience! We got a kunai! And... we got the ninja asterisk! Ninja! A fast, dual-wielding fighter. High power when dual-wielding, favors daggers. Specialty, dual-wield. Job command, ninjutsu.
Any last words before you meet your maker?
So, the ninja chooses to remain silent upon her death?
You think?
It looks like she has something to say. Look, she's changed her disguise again.
I failed to assassinate the Shield-Bearer Commander, but at least I was able to eliminate 2 of the Shield-Bearer officers. Not a bad result. All said, unfortunately, the wind vessel I had used as bait actually appeared. There was no way I could have anticipated this turn of events. Perhaps this is what I get for taking the Fire Vestal's life. My punishment for not heeding the Swordmaster's warnings. It was a regrettable misstep. If only the Fire Vestal had not ignored my warning and leapt into the lava pit. What did you say? What happened to the Fire Vestal?
It's no use. She's dead.
I owe you and your companions a great debt, Wind Vestal. Though we lost 2 of our officers, I consider it a blessing that you and my wife escaped unharmed. I have done my wife a disservice. I was not able to trust her completely.
It was a tough situation we were placed in.
From now on, I'll do my best to spend more time at home, even when I'm busy.
That would certainly set me at ease. It gets lonely in this big house by myself.
Commander Goodman! Officer Steiner! Officer Neuer! Are you alright?
I am unscathed, as are my wife and the Wind Vestal's party.
I'll get the door open now! Please stand back!
That's one banquet I won't forget.
Yep.
Oh, welcome back.
You're looking well.
I believe I have you to thank for that. I'm very grateful. Eggle goes to the training hall at the castle every day about this time. He should return soon.
I'm back! Oh, it's you guys!
I have a favor to ask you, Eggle. Can you let me have that orichalcum you found? I know it's a lot to ask.
We would really appreciate it, Eggle.
Oh, please. No need to ask so politely. Of course you can have it.
Kind of surprised he
Are
held
you
on to
sure?
it, honestly.
I get eggs for dinner every day here anyway. I can train and go to school as well. All because you rescued me from the sword bearers and brought me here.
Yep.
You needed to help someone out, right?
Yep.
In that case, it's yours.
Thank you, Eggle. It opened!
Are none of you worried that we're following instructions in Ringabel's journal and that old manuscript without knowing what we're doing?
We have to act, whether we like it or not. What will happen to that poor proprietress if we can't keep the ship afloat?
Yeah, you're right. What's our next move?
The heart of the ship could be somewhere deep inside the engine room. We have to place the orichalcum in there, I guess.
Hold on. We don't know what will happen when we do that. Shouldn't we have everyone evacuate the ship first?
You're right. It doesn't look like this door has been opened in a while. Anything could happen.
There are 298 lifeboats in storage hold 89. It was written on the first page of the council record.
So the council members use those boats to escape. Good grief.
It can't be helped. Let's split up and lead the townspeople to safety.
Heard that loud and clear. We'll take care of the townspeople, don't worry.
Okay.
Wow. So this is what the inside of the council hall looks like. You all head on into the engine room.
That's his name. What about my name? And why do you ask? I know Zat's Mighty is an awfully impressive moniker for a little guy like me. No, that isn't... It's fine, buddy. I don't mind. Don't worry about it. That's and I both. Our names are weirdly at odds with our builds. Always have been. We used to get teased a lot as kids. We'd pound the kids doing it. Normal kid stuff. Haha, I can just picture it. Having a name at all, knowing your roots, I'd say that's a blessing in itself. Ah, right. You lost all your memories, didn't you, Ring a Bell? Heh, I don't even know if Ring a Bell is supposed to be a given name or a family name. Yes, very tragic. Now stop talking. That's and I always talked about how we wanted to just ditch our names. Wanted? In past tense? Yeah, at my old man's funeral, everyone who came by to talk to me said the same thing. He was the little man with the biggest heart I've seen. He never ran, even from a losing fight. He was the sort of guy to walk right up to a bigger man and sock him one in the gut. My old man wasn't big, but he was sure as heck mighty. I could feel it that day. Something important handed down from my grandpa, to him, to me. It was like I could hear him telling me it was my turn now, my time. I understand that feeling well. All Vestals adopt the name of Oblige. Like you, we continue the chain, connecting past and future. Haha, golly, my name's nothing to compare to a Vestal's, but thanks. Way I see it, something I didn't care about at all turned into something I like, that's all. Still punch anybody who makes fun of it just as hard. Bahahaha! Aha! Ain't that the truth? Yep, it's a dungeon! The engine room is a dungeon. Whee! There will be encounters in here, despite the fact that this is actually a friendly location.
I've never seen an elevator like that. How far down did it take us?
My ears are popping like crazy.
This must have existed since the time that old manuscript was written, but it still looks in working condition.
You know, I have a really bad feeling about this.
That's one.
So this part of the engine room is the heart of the ship. This place gives me the creeps even worse than before. More writing in the script of the Crystal Adventists. Insert orichalcum.
Hold up, everyone. I think we're about to encounter some kind of beast.
Huh? Did it say that in your journal?
Forget about the journal. I can feel it breathing down my neck.
Well, that's a thing. It's the behemoth! That's not how a behemoth appears in Final Fantasy, but at the same time, this is in Final Fantasy. $80,000 health, but it's weak to lightning. That was a rather delayed sound. Okay, so the two who aren't using magic are silenced. Fine. Never mind, he is using magic. He doesn't need it that badly.
Think you're ready?
Ready to fly?
Immune to water. Oh well.
We'll not stop here!
Accept your fate!
Ring a Bell gained a level. We got an X Potion and an Arctic Wind.
That was a close call.
Not really.
And whose fault is that?
All right. Let's insert the orichalcum. I'll do it. You should all stand back.
You just sort of tossed it in.
What's happening?
That can't be a good sign.
It seems to have subsided.
I wonder what it did. Oh, it's you, Dads. And the proprietress.
We've evacuated all the townspeople, except for our friend here, of course.
The ship stopped sinking. It's no longer at a lean either.
What of the townspeople? They'll be heading back in droves, right?
Actually, they all say they've had it with this ramshackle ship. They're sailing off to various other realms as we speak.
Convenient.
Legend has it that Grandship was built by pirates. Perhaps that blood is still in us.
Well, at least everyone is safe. That's a relief.
Look, there's a wheel in the council chamber. Hard to starboard. Full speed ahead.
Hey, stop fooling around, Ringabel. You too, Adia.
I wonder what this button does. It's glowing.
Like I said, quit messing around. This isn't ours to tinker with.
The residents have left the ship and don't appear to be coming back. Women are drawn to men with a wild streak and a hint of danger in their eyes.
How about you stop spouting nonsense and push the darn thing?
All right, then.
Huh?
Grandship is not just a ship. It is an airship.
Hey! It's taking off! This is an airship!
How on earth does a ship this large get airborne?
Amazing! We're up so high!
Amazing!
Well, I'll be. She can get up to twice the altitude of the echelon. We could probably cross over into the duchy on this, Idea.
Easily! Yay! Now we can go and awaken the Earth Crystal!
Well, Agnes, shall we make for the Duchy of Eternia?
Yes!
That settles it. I'm staying too.
You want to go with us?
You must all be family. I'll get the kitchen ovens fired up.
Now we can do everything. Grandship. No terrain can bar your progress now. The world is your oyster. To land, find an open area and press the A button. When landing in water, you can sail off in the Escalon. The airship menu. Lose your boat after disembarking the Grandship? Not to worry. That's what the airship icon at the bottom of the map menu is for. Give it a touch. Ain't that the truth? The proprietress put on a brave face, but we make now for the duchy. Enemy territory. Right, it's going to be dangerous. It's best if you two took the proprietress and left the ship. Though it kills me to say farewell to her cooking. No more desserts. It can't be helped, you two. Besides, these two have their mission as shield bearers. Huh? Mission? Oh, right. Hey, don't worry about that. Our current orders are to escort the Vestal of Wind and keep her safe. What? Since when? Since you guys helped us out. The orders came from Commander Goodman himself. That's why the two of us both came to Grandship to tip a few back. The old house is full of the new shield bearers who came to take over for us. Then I guess that just leaves the proprietress. I'll have to convince her to take shelter. Yeah, good luck with that. Maybe when Mount Karka freezes over. You'll be lucky if she doesn't beat you for asking. I'm Grandship, born and raised. If you don't like it, get the heck off my boat. Bah! Too perfect. That's her answer? Guaranteed. An uncanny likeness. Still, the danger is too great. It is for her own sake that we ask. Look, my bet is that seeing you all stirred something inside her. Inspired her. Besides, you really think you can live without her cooking now that you've had it? A fate grimmer than 1,000 deaths. Ain't that the truth? Hee. Haha, you're not bad yourself. Look, you leave her to us. Between the three of us, we'll keep this boat safe when you're away, no matter what. Then you have my thanks. That's... Think nothing of it. You just rest easy and leave this crate to us. The Ice of Eternia. Whoa, this is amazing! Look how high up we are! I could gaze upon every woman in the world at once from Grandship's deck. I'm coming, my sweets. There's not a one of you more than 10 minutes away from me now. The long wait is over. Yours is a one-track mind, and that trick isn't even a good one. Still, it's weird coming home after so long. Eternia, land of immortality. It's cold there year-round, right? Right, and I'm not kidding when I say cold. Bundle up, everybody. Idia, what is snow like? I fear I've never seen it before. Well, for one, it's at the top of my white as snow list. It's like white fluffy crystals raining from the sky. I see. That sounds quite romantic, actually. It's like bits of cotton candy falling from the heavens. It still melts on your tongue, but it's salty, not sweet. Is that so? It does start as evaporated seawater, after all. Ah, of course. And the sea is certainly salty. And that's not all. Sometimes when it snows, fish fall from the sky. Fish? Really? Haha, don't tease the poor girl, Ring-a-Bell. Be nice. You were deceiving me? Haha, sorry I didn't pipe up sooner. If you still have questions, I'll give you real answers. Honestly, Idia, so what color is snow, really? Here we go.
It's cold. Still no one. Still keeping me waiting. Ah, good. I was sick of waiting. Well met, brave souls. You bear the qualifications. I am the mouthpiece of Susano O, anchorite of war. You who bear the qualifications, have you the confidence to accept this furious might?
I don't think so.
What? You don't? So what? I'm just to keep waiting here?
Yeah, just a second, I need to save. And heal.
Ah, I am the... You who
I do.
Good. Then show me you've the strength to stand firm. Splendid.
I can now summon Susano-O.
Lord Marshal, we've just received word that Grandship has vanished.
Vanished? You mean to say it has sunk?
We know little as yet, but it seems Grandship's inhabitants have evacuated en masse. And according to what we've heard from them, Grandship did not sink, it simply vanished.
How is such a thing possible?
Alternus, where is the wind vestal now?
After a brief stop in the kingdom of Caldisla, she entered Grandship before it vanished. Her current whereabouts are unknown.
Muster our forces with haste. I will have every last soldier be made ready for war!
Yes, your lordship. But may I be so bold as to ask, why? Our land of Eternia is an inviolable realm ringed with lofty highlands. Surely, even one such as the Wind Vestal could not...
It is my hope I make much of not. Yet we cannot leave matters to hope or chance, for we now have but one crystal under our control.
Could it be your lordship's daughter is providing the Vestal with information about our defenses?
Victor, hold your tongue!
No, his fear is not without merit.
We are. And in case you're wondering if we can just skip past everything, the answer is no, because Grandship is big, and so we cannot simply land wherever we please. This is the only place it can land.
I bring ill tidings. An enormous flying vessel has been sighted over Southmoor, and it appears poised to alight there.
Ill tidings? I fail to see how such a vague report is anything of the sort.
Suffice to say, sir, it's a veritable fortress, far beyond the size of an airship.
Could it be Lord Marshal?
This is the Wind Vestal's doing.
Do you mean to suggest Grandship has taken flight? That it has surmounted the highlands that defend our land? How absurd. Spare me your flights of fancy.
How do our defenses presently stand?
They stand ready for war, as your lordship commanded. And our troops in Frostpeak Passage and artillery at the summits are prepared to engage at any moment.
We shall join the defense effort. Victor, is the demon child ready for war?
I beg you, call her not a demon child. That is, if you hold your life dear. And whether Victoria goes to war is not for either of us to decide. The decision is hers alone.
But is she not receiving treatment as we speak? When she worked her magic upon me, she seemed more than ready for battle.
Her fits grow in frequency of late. Is she not nearing her limit?
There is no cause for alarm. None whatsoever.
Hello, I'm Dragon Rider Luke. I'm a Christian streamer, and I'm always up for a friendly chat about my faith. I also think that it's important that people read or hear the Word of God frequently, so the next 5 minutes or so will be a chapter from the Bible. If it feels like I'm skipping around, that's because you're not watching my videos in stream order. Genesis 6. When human beings began to increase in number on the earth and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, "My spirit will not contend with humans forever, for they are mortal. Their days will be 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. The Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on the earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. The Lord regretted that he had made human beings on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. So the Lord said, I will wipe from the face of the earth the human race I have created, and with them the animals, the birds, and the creatures that move along the ground, for I regret that I have made them. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. This is the account of Noah and his family. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now the earth was corrupt in God's sight and was full of violence. God saw how corrupt the earth had become, for all the people on earth had corrupted their ways. So God said to Noah, I am going to put an end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. I am surely going to destroy both them and the earth. So make yourself an ark of cypress wood, make rooms in it, and coat it with pitch inside and out. This is how you are to build it. The ark is to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. Make a roof for it, leaving below the roof an opening 1 cubit high all around. Put a door in the side of the ark and make lower, middle, and upper decks. I am going to bring floodwaters on the earth to destroy all life under the heavens, every creature that has the breath of life in it. Everything on earth will perish. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you will enter the ark, you and your sons, and your wife and your sons' wives with you. You are to bring into the ark 2 of all living creatures, male and female, to keep them alive with you. 2 of every kind of bird, of every kind of animal, and of every kind of creature that moves along the ground will come to you to be kept alive. You are to take every kind of food that is to be eaten, and store it away as food for you and for them. Noah did everything just as God commanded him. May God bless the reading of his word. Chapter 4, Black and White.
Alright, let's settle down here.
The crystal lies in Everlast Tower.
Isn't it in some manner of temple?
There are no crystal temples in the Duchy of Eternia. 15 years have passed since they stamped out the crystal orthodoxy in this land and remade the Temple of Earth into Everlast Tower. We must reach the city before we can get to the tower, and that means a trip through Frost Peak Passage. The army has special defensive units stationed there to prevent any intruders. It will be a fierce fight, so I suggest we prepare before setting out.
Dats and Zats. I want you to take the proprietress and flee in the ship if worse comes to worse.
Understood.
You can count on us.
Ice Golem. Okay, we stole from it. Speak to fire, obviously. Good thing that was first.
lost.
I know it's going to heal him, but I need to have that. Keep going. Oh, okay. Idia gained a level. Ring and Bell gained a job level. You earned the Chivalrous Spirit support ability. It looks like 14 is the max out here. Idia gained a job level. Black Magic level 6.
I've another report, Lord Marshal. The Wind Vestal and 3 others have been sighted leaving that enormous vessel. They've already fought their way through Frost Peak Passage and are now approaching the city!
Have we received word from the forces deployed to the various lands?
I'm afraid there has been no reply from any quarter.
Then there is no hope of reinforcements.
Shut the valve for the white magic cables.
Surely you don't mean that, Lord Marshal.
It could very well have a serious impact on those receiving treatment in the city.
There is naught else to do. Should the tower be destroyed, the linked cables place the Earth crystal in jeopardy. Order all defensive units to intercept the Wind Vestal at the 3 passages from the city.
Yes, your lordship.
Eternia, Land of Immortality.
So, Idia, this is the land of your birth.
It is.
Then how about a rundown of the popular date spots? I'll escort you to whichever you wish.
Actually, I'd rather not. This city is unlike any I have seen before. It is a curious town indeed. Yet I hadn't noticed till I'd been away for some time.
Idia, what are those stretching toward the city from up on that cliff over there?
Those are the white magic cables. Within them flow energy waves that amplify the effect of white magic. The cables stretch between healing towers throughout the city, allowing patients to receive the latest treatments. That is why few in this land die of illness or disease. The people live in good health everlasting.
Appearances would indicate otherwise.
Waves that amplify the effect of white magic. Is such a thing truly produced here in this land?
Well, the more precise term would be extracted rather than produced. Before I left Eternia, I was thankful for their beneficence. I harbored not a doubt in my mind. But now...
Adia, from where does this cable...
Adia? I thought that might be you!
Her classmate?
It's been ages! We were classmates at the Officers' Academy! Oh, I was worried when I heard you'd been assigned to the Sky Knights. What a relief to see you safe and sound. Oh, and I heard about your mother, too. My mother? Has something happened to her?
Nobody told you? She was recently admitted to the Central Healing Tower.
The Central Healing Tower? What happened?
You really have no idea, do you? Well, you'd better go pay her a visit then.
She's right this way. Why, Adia, when did you return?
Just now.
Never mind that. Are you all right?
Of course I am. You mustn't trust everything you hear. And I've been feeling quite a bit better since I came here.
Yes, but...
Well, aren't you going to introduce me?
Oh, about that. You see,
I am Adia's mother, Mazer Lee. Thank you for looking after my daughter. So, you are the Wind Vestal?
Oh, she already knew.
Mother, how could you possibly know that?
I am the Grand Marshal's wife, after all. I hear much to which others are not privy. And I am particularly well informed about the Wind Vestal's traveling companions. Sir Alternus provides me with the latest news.
Ah, okay.
Alternus. I wish he'd mind his own business. But he knows. Oh no, we'd better get out of here!
Oh, relax. I won't report you. After all, it's not that often that I get to see my darling daughter.
Mother.
My, you look almost grown up now, Adia. And think you were such a spoiled little thing when you left.
Mother, you're embarrassing me.
Don't listen to her, milady. We'd love an in-depth look into Adia's childhood.
What a wonderful friend you've made.
To be in your daughter's company, the pleasure has been all mine.
You stay out of this, Ring-a-Bell.
How wonderful to see you so full of vim and vigor.
I'm sorry if I worried you, Mother.
If that is truly so, then there is one thing you could tell me. Why did you defy your father so? You must have a good reason, I'm sure.
The world. It is being consumed in darkness. Many have already suffered greatly as the shadow envelops the world. Tis here counts among them. And the suffering and sorrow will only multiply if we fail to stop it. Agnes has been risking life and limb in her quest to rid the world of this darkness. Yet my former comrades in the Knights of the Eternian Sky sought to capture and even kill her. And it's not only the Sky Knights. The military forces, agencies, and consuls Eternia has dispatched throughout the lands, they've done nothing but cause pain and suffering, and taken many upon many lives.
Yeah.
I used to believe anti-crystalism was the true way, but I know now that is not so. after traveling the world. There is so much I've seen for the first time. I've taken in all I've seen and all I've learned. And there, deep in my heart, I've come to know what is black and what is white. That is why I am here now with my dear comrades and friends.
So you have come to do battle with your own father and the Eternian forces?
No, you don't understand. We haven't come seeking battle. We've come to awaken the Earth Crystal.
Awaken it?
Yes. But then I received word that you were ill and receiving treatment. Now I don't know if I should.
There's no need for that.
No need? Mother, what do you mean?
There's no need to worry about me. It's time for your examination. Forgive me, but this is where we must say goodbye. Please, do look after my daughter.
Mother!
Idia, the white magic cables extend to that medical tower as well. I wonder to where they all lead.
To the Earth Crystal.
What's this?
Eternia has advanced its medical arts by extracting the crystal's energy. My mother once suffered from a debilitating disease. That she could speak with such vigor today is due to the Earth Crystal.
But how could such a thing be possible? Even Vestals are incapable of extracting power directly from the crystals.
It seems Eternian scholars long studied how to extract such power, and finally succeeded. But I know no more than that.
Wait. What would become of the central medical tower if we were to awaken the Earth Crystal? What of your mother, Idia, and the many others receiving treatment there? If the power provided by that cable were to suddenly cease, the people that depend on it to survive, they might all...
As a Vestal, I can only say that this white magic cable is a desecration upon the Earth Crystal. And yet...
There are people whose lives depend on it?
But only the Eternians benefit! I mean, not awakening the Earth Crystal is like... It's like abandoning the rest of the world to suffer darkness! It's not an easy choice, but we have to try! We can't let the whole world be covered in darkness! She's right. The peace and tranquility that Eternia enjoys is built upon the tears of others the world over. And I shall not stand for it. That's why I'm here with you. And that's why you must awaken the Earth Crystal, Agnes. Agnes!
All right, then.
I'm glad you understand. Now, to reach Everlast Tower, we must make our way through Eternian Central Command. There are 3 passages leading there from here in the city. We must pass through one of them.
I'm gonna go through all
we
3.
won't. My father has no doubt deployed an ironclad defense.
Three passages to Central Command. Let me brief you on the 3 passages that link to Central Command. Right. We're listening. Just go on. 3 paths connect Central Command to Eternia proper, each of them different. The Central Passage is the shortest, but the enemies will find there are all nightmares. The Western Passage is longer, and the enemies tough, but not as tough as the one on the Center Path. None of the guards along the East Path are very strong, but the distance is extremely long. There are no easy options here, but the choice is ours. What do we do? End result, I want to face all of the, all of the boss thingies. But I think there's only 3? Yeah, you can bypass it if you take each of the, yeah. So this one is an optional boss here. You can just bypass it by taking one of the other paths. So. It's a guardian! Remember the automatons from earlier? 90,000 health! Thankfully there's only one. When did he get more sword magic? That's a problem. I don't need a special. Diz gained a level. Anya's gained a level. Diz gained a job level and learned Phoenix Flight. Gravemark Village.
What is this place, Adia?
A very good question. I never knew there was such a village on the Eastern Passages Byway.
Marza, is that you?
Huh?
I am mistaken. You are much too young, though there is a resemblance. Might I have your name, young one?
Adia.
Of course. That explains the resemblance. This is the birthplace of the Lord Marshal and his wife, the Lady Marzer.
What's this? I'd never heard of such a place before.
Why are there so many graves?
So you know naught of the Great Plague? Well, perhaps it is best that way. Yes, perhaps. What is it?
About my parents.
Adia, your mother and father were born right here in this village. Though they were 5 years apart, they were quite close, you know. They lived near each other, and their families got along quite well. It was as if they were brother and sister. At age 18, your father left to enter an elite school in the city of Eternia. He was the great hope of the village, you know, and he did all in his power not to disappoint. He eventually graduated at the head of his class and made a name for himself in the city. The pride and joy of our village he was. It was 21 years ago when your father asked for your mother's hand in marriage. She just 19, and he but 24. So it was they began a new life together in this city of Eternia. It was the following year that the Great Plague struck our village, wiping out most of the residents. Yes, perhaps. What is it?
What is the Great Plague?
Yes, the Great Plague. 20 years have passed since it first struck. A sickness that began in eastern lands soon spread, wreaking havoc across the world ere it reached our land. It struck the year after your parents were wed and moved to the city, you know. Once the plague took root in Gravemark Village, all roads out of the village were closed.
They quarantined
It was
the
on
place.
orders from the head temple of the Crystal Orthodoxy, ruler of this land at the time. But I still believe they made the right choice. After all, the city of Eternia was spared the Great Plague's devastation. Millions upon millions across the world lost their lives in a matter of months ere the plague subsided. And I have been tending the graves ever since. Your parents paid us a visit upon the road's reopening, you know. They seemed truly sorry that their hometown had to be forsaken for the good of the city. Yes, perhaps.
Let us stay the night.
You may stay the night if you so wish.
Vampire Castle.
A castle made of ice? There's but one word that comes to mind. Imposing.
What is this place? Castle Frostcoffin. It's been abandoned for 2,000 years. The people of this land call it Vampire Castle, and fear to tread anywhere near it.
Vampire Castle? Sounds like an adventure. What are we waiting for?
The door won't budge. It seems the way is barred.
They say this door suddenly appeared one day amid a fierce blizzard, but it has been shut tight ever since. Let's move on. Our quest lies with the Earth Crystal.
You know what's fun? This is an undead boss. It's the dragon zombie. I want you guys to remember this boss because it comes back in the next game. And it's the only undead boss in the next game. With good reason. You'll find out why. $25,000 HP. That's actually pretty low, considering. Let's just keep everyone healed up.
Now I'm serious!
Immune to water. Oh well. Permacrystal stolen. There we go. Really? Well, that's a problem. Just checking. Yeah, there is another thing for him to steal. Dragon Fang stolen.
I saved this for you.
Really? Ah, okay. There we go. Elixir and Dark Matter. Eternian Central Command.
It was here that I was raised. I feel as if I haven't been back in ages.
It's
but
been a while.
It hasn't truly been so very long. They say
About a
home is
year.
where the heart is. But all I feel is... loneliness?
Oh, spare me your sickly sweet nostalgia.
Oh, hi, Victoria.
I mean, we're going to kill you anyway, so...
You! You're the one who slew Olivia!
I bid you, Victoria, unleash your full power. Spare nothing.
I wouldn't have it any other way. The kid gloves are coming right off.
Why did you kill Olivia?
Why? Let me think. I suppose you could chalk it up to me and my butterfingers. Don't look at me like that. I mean, a crystal vestal? Ha! You're no match for me. And that goes for those fools you're with, too. You stumpy little brat! Stumpy little... Did you hear that, Victor?
Tia! How dare you hurl such heinous language at Victoria! I care not if you are the Grand Marshal's daughter. I'll not rest until you lie dead at Victoria's feet! Cloud,
Then I'll not rest until that foul-mouthed girl falls head over heels for me.
I'll have you know I'm in top form today. Now you'll see just how helpless you are before me. Go ahead and try and escape. I'm going to toy with you like a cat before I really sink my teeth into you. Not talking so big now, are you? I grow bored with this. Better say your prayers. This ends...
It's happening again! Victoria!
Victor! I can't...
You're more unstable than I had feared. We must seek treatment at once.
Hey, wait!
And so they left. Did they even actually hurt me? Nope.
Where did they go?
Victor spoke of getting treatment. The closest place around here for that would be... the room to the right! What? This...
Look!
What is... what is that?
Silence, if you please. She would likely perish if we were to disturb her now.
Victor Escort? What is the meaning of this? Who or what exactly is that child?
Allow me to tell you a story, if I may.
In other words, you're stalling for time. Time enough to replenish Victoria's power.
No, that is not my intention. This treatment is merely a bid to save her life. Now, about that story. In truth, it is a tale of a not-too-distant past. Once upon a time, in a place not of this land, there was an orphan child suffering an incurable disease. Her name was Victoria. Abandoned by physicians and all around her, she simply waited upon her inevitable demise, all the while gasping in pain and despair. But hearing her voiceless pleas, the Lord Marshal took her in his arms and brought her back to Eternia.
My father did that?
Were it not for his lordship, her fragile life would have soon been snuffed out. I am sure you are well aware, Adia, but science and medicine in our land have advanced greatly with the use of white magic. I was pulled from my studies on the Earth Crystal to treat her, and yet my treatments were still experimental, incomplete. She survived, but ill effects linger. Side effects graver still than her original condition. Fits like that you witness strike periodically, and their frequency increases with each day. Violent turns of mood soon stripped her of any semblance of self-control. Each time her tiny form is racked with pain, I ask myself, knowing the result, would I still have intervened as I did? But ever is my answer the same. As long as I draw breath, I will see that she does too. No matter how she suffers, I'll not allow her to die. She is both my crime and my redemption. My ego, my joy. I dedicate my entirety to her, and know no greater pleasure.
I paused the cutscene here because I don't actually have any more water. So to do that, Vinolid, I need to actually go and get more water.
What nonsense. I mean, really, Victor. That was so boring and really long, too.
Forgive me, Victoria. How do you fare now?
Back to my old self. But I don't think I could take another one of those fits. Now, let's take care of these fools once and for all. To think you just stand around twiddling your thumbs when you had a second chance to finish me. But that just proves you're the fools I knew you were. Victoria! Don't blame me. You're the ones who just dug their own graves.
Time for another boss fight. This one is not optional. You might have noticed the yellow exclamation point marking this one instead of blue. Which actually means that this is the first this is the first non-optional gain of an asterisk since the very beginning of the game. I've already scanned them, but I want to scan them again just so that I can actually know how close they are to being down. $70,000 HP on her.
The crystal's blessing!
Huh? What?! That is a first! I have never had this game crash before! Ever! Okay, she's still slower than Victoria, so that's loads of fun. I think I might have to go out and grind, unfortunately, because this is not going well.
You, a mere vessel, dare hinder my every move.
Your early years may be tragic indeed, but I cannot forgive what you've done! You stole the life of a dear friend from me!
Vengeance? I can relate to that. I've no interest in
At the very least, I need to find more star pendants.
We agree on one thing: the need to crush the orthodoxy. Total annihilation would be too easy on them. They'll all pay for what they did to me.
Yeah. It wasn't a game over, I just game crashed. So, but I think we're going to get a game over this time. It's not going well. Intersil Saf! There's that.
We'll not stop here!
I saved this for you.
Asunaga is not going to remove Doom, so let's just try and not have a terrible time here.
Good luck!
Now he can't heal.
Oh, I didn't say you could die before me.
I want to raise Tsunaga, Qada. Turbo Ether on Agnes. No, I'm going to keep her up. You'll just turbo eat yourself. Raise. No. Tsunaga. Qada. Ha! I wonder if I can make her run out of MP. Obviously, it's not a priority of mine, but yeah. And the reason why I kept doing Asper was so that I could just do this.
Ready to fly?
Yeah, I guess we'll win. It did not go well at the start, but it's going a lot better now. There we go. Yeah, she's dead. There's no way she's surviving past, like, one more round. If she survives this turn, she's not surviving the next.
Possibly go on without Victor.
Correct?
Not that I was that fond of him, but I did need his treatment.
Yep.
It's better this way. Now I can finally die. Finally.
And of course, if you beat her first, then he has his own line for that as well. Which is which I seem to recall is basically him just screaming her name. Idia gained a level. Tiz gained a level. And we got an amulet and force armlets. Hello, Cole Sanders, and good night, I guess. We got the Arcanist asterisk. Which is off of Victoria. Arcanist unleashes awesome power by combining black magic. Highest magic attack favors rods. Specialty, absorb magic damage. Job command, ritualism. You can see what they look like in their outfits. And we got the Spirit Master asterisk. Off of the Doctor. Spirit Master controls elemental forces to support allies. Most effective healing magic favors stabs. Specialty, save white magic MP. Command, job command, Spiritism. Let's hurry. What's wrong, Agnes? Why did you stop? Wait, Idia. Agnes needs a moment. But we're almost to the Earth Crystal. We should hurry and awaken it. Her last tower is just ahead once we push through Central Command. Idia, my heart aches. Know what this must be like for you. I'm sorry. Agnes. Agnes, hurry! If we don't awaken that crystal, the whole world will get swallowed up in darkness! We didn't come this far just to stop now, did we? There's only one to go! Awaken the Earth Crystal and it's all over! Let's go, Agnes. Together. The world is waiting for us to awaken this crystal. I know I must go. No, but... Right. Everyone else in? I'll go. Of course we're coming! But that's gonna be all for today. So, when we come back next time, we will be finishing up Eternian Central Command. Which, well, we know of 2 people that might possibly be here. Honestly, I feel like what we just did is much harder of the, is the much harder fight, though. So hopefully we'll be okay going forward. If not, I suppose I can grind. At any rate, that's going to be all for today, so thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.